Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Today is Friday, and it is day 5 of our week of productivity. Still have not taken those down. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just keep them forever. They add some fun and color into the house, so why not? I am doing some work on the computer, then heading downtown for lunch. Not 100% positive where we're gonna go exactly. I have been loving London Drugs since last winter. They have something for everything, something for everyone. They have incredible stuff, and everything is supposed to be Canadian to some amount, so that's a win too. Then it looks like change of plans for this evening. Not going to the parents' house. Apparently we're going to a party. I just am not in the mood, I'm just really not feeling party vibes. If that, like there's just some days where it's like, no, thank you. Yeah, just not feeling it, but maybe later. Had a shower this morning, then got ready, just wearing the same sweater again as the other day. I've got a few light gray pullovers. Did figure out what that May 21st date was. It is for my brother. That's what it is. When I was editing that video, I remembered, and then I thought, should I add it in? Does anybody care? Maybe not. But I'm still telling you. There's only a couple real things I have to do on the computer today. Also, ideally, I would go for a run this morning, but obviously not this morning. This afternoon, evening might be the time. Just to make sure I do at least one run a week. But yeah, I made my breakfast, so I'm going to eat that now. And with this friend, we used to be co-workers actually, and she told me one of her favorite shows, which was like needing me to watch, which I completely understand. I have so many situations like that with my sister. I'm like, you have to watch this, you have to see this, please watch it, it's so good, you'll love it. And it's actually Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's fantastic. I could not recommend a show more. I absolutely love it. I wish I had watched it like growing up. I did not. I remember seeing not like commercial for it, but I guess the commercial for it when I was little. But I remember, like, I'm a bit younger, so it wasn't like age appropriate for me to watch. I do remember seeing it though, but I thought it was really scary. And I think watching it as a young kid, it would have been. As a teenager, that would have been a great show to grow up watching. It was fantastic. Really, I loved it. Unrelated, I was really loving Dawson's Creek, but then they took it off of, I don't know if it was Netflix or Disney Plus at some point years ago, but they had it and I was watching it and then they took it off and I haven't seen it since. Just not the same vibes at all. Maybe same time frame. Loved that show too. Anyway, I've been loving Buffy. So I was watching it and, giving her updates, and then I stopped watching it for a very long time. And it was so cool how the show split in half and went into Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel. And then it was wild thinking, she told me that you have to at some point watch one of one and then one of one and one of one. And that on the TV, they did that every week. They like switched them. So now what I have to do, because obviously I'm watching on a streaming platform, is I have to go out and switch them. But that would have been so cool to have them switch every week. Very cool. But then also you can't miss an episode because you have no idea what's happening. And I love any time that anybody crosses over onto the other show. But fantastic characters. They talk about so many things. It's definitely like a little bit more mature than any show I would have watched as like a preteen or a teenager. Just because I'm like very PG-13 in all of my things. So that really would have been mind-blowing had I've watched growing up. Without giving anything away, I would just highly recommend watching if you haven't seen it. Fantastic. I know that I've heard just some people say like, oh, Buffy was fantastic, like what a great show. I didn't meet anybody who loved it like my friend did. So yeah, it was just fantastic. Honestly, incredible. There were some seasons where it felt slow, and that's probably how I lost interest, but then I picked it back up and it's just fantastic. I could not believe the amount of things that happened. So now I basically finished Buffy, and Angel is continuing for season 5, I believe. So I'm like partway through season 5. I love it. I love the characters. The only real problem I have with the show is just like the idea of Dawn, without giving it away, like all of that, her whole storyline just did not make enough sense to me. But I'm sure had you been growing up watching it and she was, a couple years younger, and she's probably a very relatable character if you're a preteen or young girl. So I think the only reason that I probably didn't love her character was just because of being a bit older. But yeah, Buffy's incredible. Xander's great. He's had quite a few different like character arcs for sure. I always say Lily from How I Met Your Mother, but that's not her name. Willow is fantastic. She's an incredible, Allison, I think is her first name. Incredible actress. Absolutely stunning. The first thing I think I'd ever seen her in was How I Met Your Mother. So seeing her as a child or teenage actor, fantastic. And her character is unbelievable. I cannot believe all the things that her character went through and did and turned out to be, and all of this stuff. That was the most shocking for me, I think. Also, Spike. What a character. His personality at the beginning of the shows, you love to hate him. And then, again, without giving it away, just shocking. All of it's just shocking. But it was so long ago that I watched the beginning that I don't even remember too well. Like, oh no, that gives it away. Anyway, there's developments in relationships that change and go everywhere, and I basically just don't remember the beginning of the show very well. I feel like I need to rewatch it. It's been like over a year or two span that I started watching it and then where I'm at now. I'm going to have to leave here. What time is it? I would check my phone, but that would need me to pause what I'm doing. Okay, so it's almost 11. I will have to leave in like half an hour to be there on time. We're going for lunch at 12:30. I think we're just going to end up going to Brecca, which is great because they have food, and then also dessert food. Or maybe we'll find a restaurant and then go there after. We're only 2 people, so it should be easy to find something. I might get... I was going to say I might get changed, dressed a little nicer. She wouldn't care if I did or didn't. Okay, I'm going to go. I will see you when we're heading downtown. Hello, it is later. saw 600 people that I know. That was very fun. I went for lunch with my friend, totally forgot her present, and yeah, so ran into 100 million people. And one thing that I had literally been doing up until probably today, so I'm very disappointed, is it is important to get dressed and ready for the day because you never know who you're gonna see. I've been putting an active effort in every day if I'm gonna be going out of the house, or even getting ready for the day in the morning in case you might go out later, or change my outfit, or whatever it was, the thing I was thinking, well, what if something's happening later? I should be prepared for anything. I didn't do it. And I just felt like my hair was greasy. I just felt like my hair could have smelled better. That's all. Didn't look great. And I would have had more confidence just in the day if I had had clean, washed hair. And also I thought about my jeans too. I'm wearing jeans with rips in them, which isn't even like a thing people wear anymore. I really thought about it. And then I didn't do it. I didn't follow through on my gut feeling, and I regret it. Nothing serious happened, and I didn't meet, anybody that was super important to meet and to make a great impression on. But the day ended up having more in store for me than I had originally planned, and it would have been nice if I had been more prepared, which I wasn't by myself. Note to self, be prepared. When I was talking to my friend about Buffy, she was also saying another character who I missed. Well, there's quite a few, obviously, that I missed talking about. She said that how much she loved Faith, which I, again, forgot about because she came up in the earlier seasons that I'd seen like over a year ago. And then only a little bit later than that. So, yeah, I really totally forgot about her at all. And I didn't say anything about Giles. He is a very interesting character for sure. I don't know. I definitely went between liking him and not. And then, yeah, Buffy's mom is another character that I didn't really reference or talk about. I can't even think of her first name. I have no idea. I will have a few hours now to actually do some work, which I really didn't get too much this morning. And then yeah, also yesterday I got sucked into some very long phone calls, so it was between not feeling good, not actually being able to be productive, and phone calls, I really couldn't get a lot done. So hopefully I do that now, and yeah, that'll be great. Okay, I'll see you later when I'm doing something more exciting than I am right now. So it is later. I am going to get ready to go on a run. I think that would be a productive use of my time. And then I will shower and wash my hair. And then, yeah, I guess I'm going to be ripping up the dance floor. I still don't really feel party vibes. But it'll be nice to see people. Okay, I'll see you later. After my run with my red face. Also, I saw a hummingbird that was like really hanging out, like way more than I expected. They don't usually like fly and stay in one place for very long. But this one was like in front of me, slightly diagonal from me, beside me, and then went behind me. I texted some of my siblings and they were saying it might have been trying to communicate to you that like a family member of theirs was harmed or something, or they needed help. I didn't even think of that, and I didn't even text about it till later, so I can go look, but I think whatever already happened has happened if they were trying to communicate with me. So, yeah, I don't know.